All right, and we are rolling. So, hey everyone! Welcome back to a lovely little game called Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons!
Um, Now, unfortunately, I've already run into my very first error already with my streaming software. For some reason, it's saying that I have too many sessions and thus I cannot actually record it. So that is going to be very odd.
I'll send you mine.
No, it's totally all right. I'll just download it from Twitch.
Oh, that's what I did for Liam for mine. I downloaded mine from Twitch.
But yes, what we are all a big friend group here, and we all like to play Dungeons and Dragons. I am Evan. I am your humble dungeon master, and everyone here are the poor schmucks who decided it would be a good idea to give me a chance and play a homebrew with me. We're actually still waiting on Leah. We have literally everyone else but Leah.
She's cooking dinner. She's finishing up dinner. She said earlier.
Oh,
in the Discord.
Okay.
It was like right before you posted the Zoom link.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we was just a little curious. But hey, we all like playing D&D here. We're all players and dungeon masters alike, and this time we're going to be playing one of my homebrews that I've developed on my own. For those of you who are just joining us, starting way back in April of 2020, 2 years ago, I actually developed my very first homebrew, and it was the very first time I ever played Dungeons and Dragons as an actual dungeon master. It was called Song of the Wilds, and it went on for quite a while. We had a lot of good players, some guest arcs. It was a very fun time. And it was through that we were able to meet a lot of other new people, make new friends. More people decided to try their hands at being a dungeon master, being a player. It was a very fun time. Unfortunately, due to some things that happened outside of the game, I unfortunately had to cancel it because a lot of drama that was happening in life was starting to bleed into the game, or it ran the risk of bleeding into the game, and I decided to just pull the plug on it before any further damage could happen. However, pretty much everyone and their mother in my D&D server decided to scream and clamor at me to try and bring back Song of the Wilds. So,
quite literally.
Yeah, quite literally. Our friend Liam here, his mother is one of the players tonight. By the way, you can all keep yourselves unmuted. I mean, I trust you.
I was blowing my nose.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that's a reason. By the way, Josh, you still have our stream playing on your phone, right? Are you able to hear us? Are you able to hear people talking?
I'm going through and I'm sharing stuff.
I have it on, and I have it on a headset, and it's going fine.
You can so you can hear people talking?
Yeah, I have a separate headset, and I can hear everybody.
So, okay, that makes...
Leah just texted me. She'll be here in about 2 minutes.
That's perfect. All right. Okay, so yeah, because I got such a big reaction about the prospect of being able to take my original homebrew and basically restart it again, I was definitely open to the concept, but I wanted to try and reboot it with a new story, new world, new characters, but with a lot of the similar elements from the original carried over to this. Basically kind of pulling a Final Fantasy, how they have like the same names, the same places, but it's a completely different story and world. I spent one evening planning it, and then I didn't stop, and now I have it here. So yeah, we're gonna start this. We're gonna try this again. New world, new plot, new players, some old players, but what matters is I trust you all. Now, typically, this is something I'd like to do for our very first session. Josh, would you first like to introduce yourself to our viewers?
Hello, everyone. My name is Josh, also known as Josh the Human. Everyone that's viewing this from my channel knows me as the guy who seems to stream D&D all the time on his channel and various different campaigns. One that I've been streaming for almost 6 months now that Carly here is a player in, known as Bane of the Waywards.
It's quite fun.
It's quite fun. We just finished our first big boss fight, so that was enjoyable. But I also stream the lovely Leah, my girlfriend, who will be popping in here in about a minute or two, campaign Hell Boss. And yeah, I'm a big nerd, big geek, love playing D&D with these crazy folks, and excited to be streaming this on, about every other Saturday, it seems like. So that'll be fun.
By the way, Josh, I will be responding to that scene because you heckled me earlier after D&D.
No worries. That was a joke, and you know it.
I know. I just thought I would bring attention to it.
Anyway, Josh, it's great to have you as a player in one of my campaigns. This is definitely going to be fun. And in speaking of that, Josh, you did mention that this is most likely going to be an every other week thing. For those who don't know, I actually am the dungeon master of 2 separate homebrew campaigns. This one, and then the other every other Saturday will be another homebrew that I've been working on called The Great Poison, which is actually a TTRPG rendition of the Metroid Prime games, which a lot of us have been having a lot of fun on. With this one's fantasy, the other one's sci-fi. Carly, I will get to you. Be patient.
The dumdacity. Hi, babe.
Hello. I'm keeping my room blurred because it's currently a mess.
Do you have a naked Ani in the background somewhere?
We don't.
No naked babies.
No naked babies.
No, I just don't need people seeing my dirty ass room.
Big mood.
Big mood. But yes, that's one of the reasons why this will be most likely an every other week thing. Going around the circle, Carly, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Carly. I am Evan's fiance, and I am also in Great Poison every other week. And that was actually what I was going to say, is that I am very close to being finished with planning that one shot. So hopefully that will be next session.
All right.
I'm also working on another one shot because I prefer to do one shots and not whole campaigns, because that kind of commitment kind of scares me a little bit. Inspired by The Labyrinth by Jen Henson. And I'm super excited because that's one of my favorite movies.
All right.
We also have so many campaigns that we are in.
That too.
Yeah,
but the idea popped in my head and I had to do it.
All right. Sabrina, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, my microphone's being a bitch.
You're fine. We can hear you.
Okay. I'm Sabrina, also known as Bite from Great Poison. I was a guest in the original Song of the Wilds as Malice, and now I'm bringing her back. And that's about all I have. Also, my girlfriend is deaf and can't hear herself, but she loves to sing. So I'm really sorry if you hear her in the background.
And we absolutely love your girlfriend. She is adorable.
She
is fucking adorable.
Pretty darn cute.
Oh, by the way, for those watching, Sabrina, you brought up an interesting point. There will be adult talk, there will be cussing, and there will be talks of violence because yep, exactly. So we're all adults here. And honestly, if you don't feel comfortable watching this, don't. Moving right along, Liam, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Liam. I'm probably the biggest newbie of everybody here when it comes to D&D, but I somehow am already DMing my own series called This Art Blessed Daemon Machina, which many of the people here are in.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I was a part of the original Song of the Wilds. I am currently also in The Great Poison, where I am playing Kasten, who is currently courting Carly's character. So, yeah. That's pretty much all you need to know about me.
All right. By the way, I see that we have our first speakers in the chat, and it's our friend Pharaoh, who is also a player in The Great Poison. By the way, Pharaoh, excuse me, since you're watching this right now, yes, I officially promise you I will be hopping on Genshin Impact after D&D tonight, and you can finally show me everything now that I finally hit 16.
No.
Anyway, moving right along. Leah, please introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Leah. I was Arios in the original Song of the Wilds, not bringing him back for this one. He just didn't quite fit. I also play in Josh's campaign, and then I have a campaign as well. And then Liam's campaign is, I'm like, my brain is like half here, so I do apologize if I like seem kind of spacey. It's not, yeah, busy day.
Oh, we
It's
all
okay. I love you.
All right. And now something that I've been really excited to do is introduce someone who I am DMing for the very first time for. You know her personally as the Hemington, quite possibly one of the most vocal people in our Twitch chats whenever we play Dungeons and Dragons. Hemington, would you like to officially introduce yourself for the first time to everyone?
Yeah, I'm the Hemington, or Dory. That's my real name. Like the fish, but I have a good memory. I am a Lax's mother, a Liam's mother, and I played D&D before any of y'all were conceived, but I haven't played since then. So I think my last time playing D&D was in 1987. And so this is exciting for me because it feels like a whole new world. And
Aw.
I'm really excited. This is cool because I've been a fan of all y'all because I think I follow all y'all.
Mm.
So this is cool that I'm being allowed to partake. So yay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're happy to have you here, and it's gonna be great to dungeon master you. I would just like to personally thank everyone for just your support and just your excitement for wanting me to bring back my original homebrew. This was like the story that brought us all together the first time around and got us all kind of back into the amazingness that is Dungeons and Dragons. It's become such a big part of my
Yes.
life. I buy all the books now. I make characters on the fly.
The fact that you guys let me be a part of this group honestly helped me a lot through the pandemic. So
Yeah.
This is
it
this
did.
is the group where I met my love.
yeah.
It is.
This is a special group.
That was all me.
We know.
We know.
Because you never shut up about it.
Because I'm so proud.
And now, and let's see here. In 3 months. In 3 months, it'll no longer be long distance.
Oh wow. Are you moving there? Is she moving?
She's
here?
So
moving out
happy
here.
for you guys.
Oh my lands.
Wow.
That is
Mhm.
exciting.
It is exciting. So, and we're both going for new jobs. So cross fingers that we get them.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
been. Yeah, whenever you guys post about your jobs in any of the Discords, my heart kind of breaks a bit because I know things are really, really shitty right now.
Well, we have jobs. We just want better paying.
Different one.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Anywho,
My job isn't necessarily shitty. It's just that I'm moving out to Washington in July and can't do my job from the current position from Washington.
right.
Total
Mm.
sense.
All right. Well, what the hell? Okay, that was Dinah. I just saw like a
Yeah,
black.
she
I just
just
saw like
ran.
a black shadow move past my vision, and I thought it was like a giant cat-sized spider for a moment.
No, she has the zooms. She's been running back and forth through my room too, or for our room.
Okay,
I
so
thought you were trying to pull some DM shit, Evan, with that one.
No, I
No,
was scared it was
no.
ghosty
But
things,
apparently, I did pull that a couple sessions ago in Great Poison when you
Dude,
guys
I fucking hated you. I didn't
when
think
you-
it was you.
when you guys cut the power to the research facility. I just randomly looked up a video of xenomorph alien sound effects, and then I just hit play and hope for the best.
Not funny.
And then I was
Not-
like, "Oh, the scarabs are
No.
loose. This will be fun."
Not funny.
Mm-mm.
It was for me. Now I know through like introducing ourselves, we kind of also had our like mini announcements from everyone, but are there any other little things that anyone would like to talk about that you haven't done so already? Carly, we'll start with you because you got your hand up first half a second before Josh's.
Me and Evan are getting married in about 3 months.
What
Mhm.
you need to tell me the exact date so I can ask.
Oh, we're sending out the invitations tomorrow.
Okay.
But it is on
She put a picture of her with all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
but
Yep.
it's on July 16th. And we're super duper excited about it, but it's weird that it's so quickly.
Please don't remind me.
Dude, July 20th is my birthday.
Oh,
I wish you could come, but I understand why you can't.
Yeah, I can't travel, unfortunately.
Mm.
yeah, but you have a very, very legitimate reason.
Yeah, I can't get in an airplane. I can't change
Liam, it's
altitudes
his
for very
DM.
long.
Yeah, that's
well, we'll miss you, Sabrina.
we will send lots and lots of pictures. You will
yeah.
get sick of our spamming.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Josh, I saw you raise your hand for a moment. What announcement do you have?
I had, let's see, about 2 weeks ago. Oh no, a week ago, I had I had 4 job interviews, and this past week, 3 of them have been calling my references. So hopefully, this
Yay.
upcoming week, I will hear whether or not I get any offers or not. But one of them told me this week that I did very good in the interview while they were asking
Nice.
for extra references. So fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Are there any other little announcements before we get started?
Are we
Any-
allowed to plug ourselves?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Please plug yourselves.
Okay. Well, I am a streamer also. I don't know if all y'all know this. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday about 3:30 in the afternoon. And I play, games you can put on in the background. You don't have to pay attention to, like Stardew. And right now I'm playing Stranded Sails, which is kind of like Stardew and piracy together.
That sounds awesome.
I gotta get into Stardew Valley. I own Stardew Valley. I just haven't played it. I haven't played much of anything since I got myself Xbox Game Pass, and I've been trying to finally get through Halo for the first time in my life.
Oh my God, why? Why now? Why didn't you do it when you were in high school?
Because I never
What
owned
is wrong with you?
Because I never owned an Xbox. I'm only able to play it now because of Xbox Game Pass, and it's on the cloud.
Oh, Jesus.
You and your cloud gaming.
I don't have the money for graphics cards.
You know what? That's fair. I will fucking accept
Because
that.
they've all been basically stolen off of freight boats by crypto miners. I'm getting
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna shut up because I'm gonna go off on a freaking rant about that.
Well, my Instagram is Curly Pearl Cosplay. Y'all want to follow? You guys probably all knew that are watching this. So I will let the next person go.
Josh the Human on literally everything.
By the way,
TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that.
By the way, a couple other things in the chat. My friend Liz, also known as Patchwork Angel, who I pestered to get onto the Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Liz says in all caps, "I'm busy crying to Endwalker music, Evan. Leave me alone."
The Audacity.
Liz, love you.
Mummy, mama, mum, mummy.
Pharaoh says once again, Ty says about the wedding, "We know."
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most likely after this session, all sessions, I'm just gonna go back to Streamlabs OBS because this is I'll keep this as a backup just in case, but Streamlabs has way more for me. But anyway,
I figured out what
you can
the
add more on. You can add more than what you have right there with this one too.
Oh, I know. I
just gotta play around with it.
The one thing I wish I had that apparently I'm not sure if OBS Studio does is on Streamlabs, I could have a little transparent window where the Twitch chat itself appears in the stream.
Yeah, you can.
I can?
Mhm.
Look on my stream.
Well, I'm not going to do that right now. I know how I've seen how you have it because you have
Yeah.
right now my Twitch chat is just the Zoom window. You have like a bunch of windows and designs with a background image behind all the screens. Yeah, I do want to do that sometime, but I've got no patience right now. Patrick Angel says, "Close in the distance, blaring." Don't say that song title. That song makes me cry. For those of you who don't know, a lot of us are also Final Fantasy 14 players, especially me.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard about the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy 14 game?
We know.
You can play up to level 60 on the free trial, and it comes.
We know.
And it comes for free. The free first expansion, Heaven's Ward.
Cut to the meme of the woman chasing the child with all that. Yeah.
We know.
Liz is going every time. No, Carly, no. Stop that. I get that from Evan constantly.
Have you guys ever tried Warframe?
What's a thing that feels like a cult but isn't a cult? Have you ever heard about the new Final Fantasy 14?
Yeah.
I love that TikTok. Anywho, last call. Are there any announcements? Dory, do you have any announcements? You don't have a webcam right now, so I can't tell if you have announcements right now. So I'm going to be asking you a lot.
Nope. Just meager mother here. That's it. Not much.
Oh my God. Liz says, you either quit in A Realm Reborn or you live long enough to see yourself become a walking billboard.
Wow.
Anywho. Now, before we get started, I would just like to point out once again, for the first time, I am using OBS Studio instead of the typical Streamlabs OBS. So I'm still seeing if things are working. So if
they're working just fine.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna need a lot of like constant reassurance from all of you regarding all this.
We will let you know if it's not.
Thank you.
I just need a lot of constant reassurance in general.
Yeah.
That just got dark really quickly.
Yeah.
That is a mood.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that is to be said, guys, once again, after almost 2 whole years, we will be restarting once again the Song of the Wilds with Chapter 1, The Isle. I just hope that it picks up the background music. Can you guys all hear that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I was worried.
It's like the opening of a Disney movie.
Or like coming down onto the planet in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just.
This is a world completely covered in endless oceans, with the few remnants of civilization forced to eke out on the small patches of land scattered here and there. For the story that we are about to tell today, we will focus on one island. One island that is so secluded from everything that it itself believes to be the last remnant of civilization throughout the entire world. This island has no name. Not that it ever need a name. For a lot of people, it is yeah, who was that? What was that?
Yeah.
For a lot of people, it simply just goes by the name home. This island is home to many great wonders and many great dangers. It itself can be seen as a paradise, providing all forms of natural flora and fauna for everyone to be able to meet their needs. But, like all things, there is a balance. A food chain. A constant give and take of nature. The Lord yeeteth and the Lord yoinketh. I had to sneak in one. And it is here that the balance is most represented. In the north, the land is cracked with blackened rock of obsidian scattered all over the land, with rivers of lava that scorch the plains like blood veins. To the west, a mighty thick jungle where the trees dot every possible space of land, with only small patches of open plains for allowing of many different plants and many different forms of wildlife, some that feast on the plants and some that feast on the others. To the southwest, a vast and scorching desert. Great sand dunes and large crags of brown stone that jut out of the very sand itself. It is here that the most hardy of creatures make their home. To the southeast, a land that is dotted with many pools of water here and there, and the land itself is so loose you might think it was just more of the water itself, and it was all just an illusion of dryness. In this swamp, many creatures of the water make their home. And then finally, to the east, a vast tundra of white snow and blue ice, where creatures of thick fur, giant mammoths, roam the plains of white. And in the very center of this island, one single lonely mountain. And it is this mountain that our story begins. Brittany is frickin' exploding because she recognizes the background music that I'm using for this.
Oh yeah, she was going insane.
This one single lonely mountain, a spire of pale white that juts out into the sky, with many holes in the side of it, much like a honeycomb. And yet, this mountain is not so lonely. It is here that there is a bustling of activity, constant movement going in and out, both on the land and through the sky itself. This mountain is the last bastion of civilization known to the world. Welcome to the city of Acheron. The city of Acheron, built out of the entirety of the inside of this mountain, is a vast vertical metropolis that gives a home to all sorts of civilized creatures: humans, elves, dwarves, drow, loxodon, shifters, tieflings, kalistars, genasi, merfolk, Arakakwa, just so many. It is a veritable melting pot of different cultures, and where everyone strives to work together, also that they can better their lives and survive within the balance of the island that they call home. However, much like the island has its dangers, the city of Acheron has its protectors. United with the sole purpose of venturing out into the island to seek its dangers and to plunder its spoils, is quite possibly the only guild of actual heroes in this world. This guild, known as the Greyblades, they are a union, why did I say that wrong? A union of hunters, trackers, trappers, warriors, mages, all manner of people from various skills and backgrounds who all seek to understand that the world, to better understand the world that they live in. And it is here that they all work together for that purpose, scouting out into the wilds, setting up camps and outposts, setting up lines of communications within this web, all so that the city of Acheron is better supplied and better informed. The city itself does have its own actual military. Just as wow, the music changed perfectly. This is the exact song I was hoping would come up next. The city itself, while there are dangers outside, there are dangers within as well. Just as there's order, there are always little pockets of chaos. Always, there's gonna be that some person wanting to make just a quick coin of gold doing something that's a little underhanded, a little frowned upon. It is here that the Guardians, which is the actual defensive military of Acheron, they are the ones who keep the peace, to make sure that no one steps out of line. Because if that line were to be broken, the balance could be destroyed. And then who knows what could happen to the city. Everyone seeks to uphold this balance, and it is here that we begin our tale, in the city of Acheron. Deep near the lower levels, where everyone is going to and fro, trying to get from point A to point B, selling their wares, buying some wares, it is also here that we find a tavern, one of many. Sometimes when adventurers or guardians want to just take a quick break, put their feet up, have a nice bite to eat, get some food and ale in their bellies, they can come to one of these many taverns. This one, simply known as the Wolf Claw, is one of many taverns. And it is here that we meet someone who is currently in the process of kicking out of the tavern someone who's had a little bit too much to drink. Liam, would you like to introduce your character?
Yes. I am Death Pronze, a half-orc, half-human bard. I won't go into too many details of who I am, but I currently work as a waiter and sort of bouncer of the Wolf Claw. And yes, I'm currently in the process of doing my other job here, I suppose.
Yeah, Dath, you have in your hands one very drunk elf who wanted to try and make himself king of the castle, when really it was just going to end up being king of that one table that he was standing on and would not come out. He was taking basically his riding crop and whacking people with it. Dath, I would like you to make a strength check with advantage to see if you can just toss this guy out.
Okay. That is 17. Let's see what the other one is. Oh, 24. It's a hell of a start. Start.
It's a very hell of a start. Dath,
yeah.
Dath, you've been doing this for a long time, and
Right.
you've perfected the art of chucking people out the door. You have like one hand on the back of his shirt, the other on like the back of his waistband of his pants, and you just yeet out the door.
And stay out.
Oh, but don't you know I'm the king of wine?
Shut up, pretty boy. Just go away.
I'll tell you when I want to go away, which is right now. And he turns around and he just steps up. Holy shit, it got dark. This one elf, who unfortunately is a regular, why he keeps getting let into the Wolf's Claw, no one knows, but he pays a lot of coin, he pays for all his drinks, and then he just gets unruly. He never stiffs the bear. He never stiffs the bar.
Never stiff the bear.
The bird.
Yeah, that's the other bouncer. It's just a bear.
Yeah.
Bird.
That's kind of cool, actually. I'm down for that. That's kind of cool.
It's a bear person. Just
Yeah. It's
No, it's not a bear person. It's just a bear. Just a straight,
an intelligent bear.
Just a straight bear. It's Sir Barrington, if you all know that Tumblr post.
Dath's sighs and says, I thought elves were supposed to be classy.
Dath, as you walk back into the tavern, you take a moment to like clean up that table. But then out of the corner of your eye, you actually see one of your other regulars there. And this is a regular that you actually enjoy having in the Wolf's Claw, because this is one that you love speaking to. You've known each other for a very long time. Dory, would you like to introduce your character?
Oh,
I'm Fidelma Nix Gobblecraft. I'm a gnome. And my mom liked all the earth stuff. She could talk to animals and all that. And my dad, he was a rock gnome, and he knew how to make things, and my brothers did too. And Dad expected me to be like Mom, but nope. I like to dabble in all his extra things he had, and I would sneak in at night and I'd work on them and I'd change them, and that's when I got in trouble. I changed one and made it better. Dad was not happy, so I ran away, and I found out I could open locks for people. So I met a rogue. He taught me his ways, and I opened doors for him. And now, when I was opening a special doors and all that, I found a safe, and that safe had a magic book, and I like learning, so I stole it, and I took it, and I'm sitting here reading it. Hey, Duff.
How's it going, Miss Nixie?
It's okay. I've been just sitting here enjoying a drink and just reading my book.
What you reading?
Oh, it's a special book. It's got special things in it, teaching me how to open locks without my lock picks and stuff like that. It's really magical.
Sounds like it. I'm still working on a few books myself.
How's the theater going? Have you got a job doing that yet?
I have and I haven't. Recently I actually did have a small part, but it wasn't exactly a flattering one. I played a not too nice person.
Oh, I wish they'd stop doing that to you. Just 'cause you're big and... Okay, well, you're part orc, but... I mean, that doesn't mean you're a baddie. You could be a goodie. Look at me. People think I'm all sweet and everything, and I can open any lock I want.
Well, we best use people's preconceptions about us to our advantage, I suppose. But it is the life of an actor, I guess. It's what you do, and I still get plenty of work here, so I'm not homeless, at least.
I'm kind of out of work right now because I took the book and ran. I need to find something to pay the bills.
Yeah, well, thieving usually doesn't earn you a lot of jobs, Miss Dixie, I'm afraid.
You got any for me?
Do I have any? Do I have any, Mr. DM?
Hold on, because I was distracted because Carly, what was happening over there? You were like rustling with your laptop.
I apologize. I was like sinking, so I was just moving myself up.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to do it as inconspicuously as I could. I apologize.
No, you're fine. But unfortunately, with that moment of distraction, I missed out on what Elma
I'm
was
sorry,
asking
guys.
Dath. So, Dath, what were you saying? If you had any what?
Fidelma asked me if there was any jobs.
gerbs.
Dath, as a matter of fact, you do know that while there may be not that many just odd jobs to go around the city, for anyone who's wanting to look for work, be it as a member or as just a freelance amateur, they're always looking for people to help out at the Adventurers Guild of the Greyblades.
Okay, so I guess is there a flyer or anything, or I just have to relay that info?
There's not really a flyer for this kind of thing. The Greyblades are so well known, everyone knows where they are.
Well, I did hear about some things regarding the Adventurers Guild of the Greyblades.
Yeah, but you said you've been with him once and you weren't very happy with him. You think I should go try?
I think that's entirely up to you. But my personal experience, I don't think should ruin anybody else's.
Oh, that's you being a nice guy, Dad. I guess I could go over and see what they got. I mean, you think they'd
Or-
use a gnome? I mean,
I-
you know, a lot of them are big people. They're not little people like me.
I mean, I think they use anybody they want, but I mean, I'm not exactly the best. I'm not exactly the best example of that.
Would you go with me, Dath? I mean, since you know them, maybe you could put in a good word for me or something.
I don't know. I mean, I suppose I could be there to help out, but I don't know how I feel about getting back into the Great Blades.
Well, you said that we didn't have to join, right? I mean, we could just go and see if they have something for us, maybe for a couple of weeks or something.
DM, when do I get off work?
That's actually the good thing, Dath. You've been at this position for so long that you've built up kind of a reputation with your coworkers and your boss. If you want to take basically an extended break or quit early, no one is going to give you any grief of it because you're actually one of the better workers at the Wolf's Claw.
All right.
Oh,
All right. I'll go for about an hour. All right.
Thanks, Dath. Now, what do we do?
With that, Elma and Dath, after quickly hopping over to the back, changing out of your work uniform and getting like your normal clothes on, and just some of like your basic gear essentials just for being out in the city in general, you rejoin with Elma and you make your way out of the Wolf's Claw and down the paved roads towards the Greyblade headquarters. However, on the other side of this road, a bit of a commotion is going on. While this place is not just home to many taverns, as well as many other attractions such as the theater, the Colosseum where many warriors can battle each other, or captured monsters that they find out in the wilds of the island of Home, there's also a veritable cornucopia of just merchant stores, stands, where you can buy pretty much anything that is handmade or crafted or concocted. It is here that we find one tiefling woman. One who constantly makes journeys from the island outskirts into the city to sell her wares and spoils, hides, claws, bones, freshly carved meat from her hunts. That being said, though, it seems like there is a bit of a spot of trouble here. And it is here that one tiefling girl is having it out with this one dragonborn merchant, a bronze dragonborn merchant.
Are we passing by this, or is this in a completely different area?
This is like across the street, and it's a wide street, so you don't have to notice it if you don't want to.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Okay, look, lady, I told you, I have enough bones, okay? I honestly don't need any more. This is, like, do you see my shelves? Carly, would you like to introduce your character?
Okay, well, I am Lorelei. I am a pale tiefling or a normal human colored tiefling. I have fiery red hair that kind of gets darker as it goes down. I have all of these marks on my face, which are part of my skin, and I also have a huge great axe on my back, which looks like it was made from some sort of like animal, almost like a spike. And yeah, that's about it.
And this bronze dragonborn basically said that he's not gonna be able to buy your bone spoils.
What do you mean you no want bones? They're good bones.
Oh, I'm not down that they're good bones, lady. I'm saying I can't take them because I'm already overstocked with them. Everyone's overstocked with them. The hunts have been good these past few months.
Evan and Carly planning the wedding.
Wait, what?
I said Evan and Carly planning the wedding.
Facts.
If this tiefling doesn't use the Italian hands while she speaks, I'm going to fucking cry.
Carly, your ancestors are watching you right now.
Like good bones.
I'm not down their good bones, lady. I can't take them. Look, none of us are gonna take them right now, okay? Like we are overstocked with bones.
Then take some meat.
I don't need the meat either. Business has been good. I have a lot of different stocks, okay? I don't need any more. No one needs any more.
Then that's fine. You go.
I go where? This is my job.
I'm not asking you to buy. I'm asking you if you want my goods.
I don't need your goods, lady. I don't want your goods.
Dude, I think she's hitting on you.
I am having flashbacks of my Greek family right now.
Carly, am I wrong in assuming Lorelai is a little inspired by Jester?
No, actually.
Okay.
She's more inspired by Vi from Arcane.
Oh, all right.
I'm like having flashbacks of scenes from my big fat Greek wedding, just going, he don't eat no meat. It's okay, he has lamb, and just walk off.
No, but
I know, Carly, you wanted to come off as Russian, but you're actually coming off
I
more
didn't
Greek.
actually want to come off as
No,
Russian.
she sounded Russian to me.
Doing that voice, and I was like, "Do you think it's going to be potentially problematic if I do this?" And
No.
But I'm just saying, like, with what Josh is pointing out, I'm hearing you talk, and it actually does sound more
it
Greek.
does sound more Greek, yeah. But then she's gonna go. Then where you want me go?
Look, lady, if you want to get rid of your stock, you can check out the Grey Blades, okay? Those weirdos take anything because they do some really weird stuff over there.
I come here not that often, but I come here every month, and I sell my shit. Where you want me go?
I am a regular customer. Why won't you take my expired coupon?
Oh.
What's
Oh,
a coupon? No. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry, I had no idea that we were going to turn Lorelai into a Karen this first episode.
Where you want me? Where?
She reminds me of the aunt from my big fat Greek wedding.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
yeah, I
agree,
love her.
I agree.
She's
Yeah, she's my
I
favorite
posted the
character.
GIF in the Discord, and like as soon as you start, Carly, that is the exact that aunt is what popped into my head, and I think that's how I will forever see Lorelai. It's just that aunt going over to, what do you mean you're not going to buy my meats? I don't want this.
Where you want me go?
Look, just head over to the Grey Blades, okay? Look, they're just down the road over there. Look, they'll take your stuff.
there.
They're always working at stuff. By the way, at the same time, Lorelai, as he's going on about this spiel about the Grey Blades, you hear armored marching behind you.
She instinctually goes to her axe and like puts her hand on it like she's like ready.
And behind you is a squadron about 4 Guardian Knights. You recognize them. While the Grey Blades all bring their own gear and their own weapons, to be an actual Guardian in the military is you come with standard issue armor, spear, shield, and you keep the peace. And they're very green and blue in colored. While they're definitely walking close by, they don't seem to really notice you or care about your presence right there, but you do kind of hear them muttering to each other. Lorelai, if you could give me a perception check.
First roll. It sucked. I got a 4.
Okay, so you see them muttering to each other, and it sounds like they're looking for someone, but for the life of you, you can't really understand them. One of them does kind of give like a glance to you, and he kind of acknowledges like, hey, I see you holding your axe. Don't try anything funny. And then the squadron just kind of like, they just start to kind of walk off.
And she's gonna look at the men. See those?
Yeah, I see them. What of it?
They don't have problem with me here.
They know how to respect women with big axe.
Well, they're not the ones you're trying to give your bones and meat to, lady.
I'm not giving my bones and meat to you. I have a spot.
Yeah, and right now, your spot not available. Go to the Grey Blades if you want to empty a sack.
Oh, fine. I go. And she like puts all of her stuff back on her like little like pack, and she goes,
fits a lot in her tiny sack.
yeah. And
That's what she said.
I was gonna say, why don't you empty my sack?
I was gonna say pack, like she like has like a little wheelbarrow type thing that she has.
Aww.
She looks at him and she just goes, "You not nice," and she walks out of his place. But then outside in front of the door, she just hawks a loogie, and then she makes eye contact with the guy, and she flips her hair and she starts walking to the Grey Blades.
Nice.
But looking past the fact that there is no door, it was just a stand.
Oh, I thought, okay, this entire time I got very confused.
Where the hell did she get a door?
Okay, I thought, hold on. This is how you described it. I thought that she was in like a shop, but then I originally thought when we discussed it earlier that she was gonna have her own stand.
No, the merchant has a stand that you're trying to sell your spoils to.
Oh no, I wanted her to have like a stand and sell it to the people. I thought you were gonna have the soldiers come and tell her, hey, you can't be here anymore because nobody wants her shit. That was my bad.
No. I never got the impression that Lorelai was a merchant, period.
Oh, got you. I mean, whatever. I'm chill with that.
I mean, adventurers can go and just sell their spoils to merchants to get coin.
All right, then let me backtrack. She puts all of her stuff back in her like little like buggy thing, and she looks at the guy. She hawks a loogie right in front of his stand, and then she walks away.
No wonder the two parties involved in this conversation were so confused.
Meanwhile,
this is my stand. No, lady, it's mine.
I thought that she was like in front of his shop that entire time, and then he had an issue for her selling shit in front of his store. That's my bad.
No, basically, imagine that Lorelai is walking down Artist Alley of Anime Central. That's where she is right now. It's just different tables that sell different stuff lined up next to each other.
Yeah, and I thought that she was one of the tables.
No. You're not buying something from merchants. You're selling stock to merchants so that you can get money.
Got it. All right. I misunderstood.
You're fine. As Lorelai walks,
for the best interaction, though, I will say.
Yeah.
Hell of an intro.
As Lorelai walks away, that one bronze dragonborn just goes like, "Geez, that lady's crazy, and man, does she stink." And at the same time, the stands all right next to him, all the merchants just kind of like poke their heads out looking in the same direction, and it's a whole rainbow of dragonborns, just like one of each color, like fucking Skittles.
They see as she's walking away, her tail's like wagging very like intensely, like the motherfuckers, and her tail is like a very nice brown, and then she goes and she sees that one of them is like looking at her, and she goes, "You have problem?"
No, and he shuts the curtain.
Good. She keeps walking.
Lorelai, I would now like you to make an athletics check.
Cool. I got a 15, good sir.
A 15, all right. Now, I asked for athletics, but we're going to tie this into perception as well. Lorelai, as you walk away from the merchant stands, you see that same squadron of guardian knights are now suddenly charging right for you, and then they charge right past you. And you overhear one of them says, like, "Come on, she couldn't have gotten this far." And as you're chasing, you kind of look back to where they're heading, and you see them chasing this woman down the roads. like deeper into Acheron downtown itself. Leah, would you like to introduce your character?
So many rogues in this campaign.
Leah, you're muted.
Thankfully, all our rogues have different stuff.
I know,
So.
which makes it fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello. So, dang it, why did okay, never mind. All right, so like as Lorelai is looking back, she just sees like this long brown braid like trailing behind as this looks small woman is just like leaping off of the different stands and basically like parkouring it through this whole entire market area.
Parkour!
Parkour! Kara, I would like you to make an athletics check to see if you can successfully parkour.
Wait.
Oh,
Can
God.
we make it canon that she says that every time she leaps off of the building? Parkour!
What did you get, Leah? What did you get?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, okay, all right.
No, I was laughing at the can we make it canon that she
Yeah.
yells parkour. Ooh. I got an 18 plus 6. I got a 24.
That's a good start.
Oh yeah, Kara, you are freaking mirrors edging it, like over building tops and under and over fences and past barrels. Like you make it look so easy and so fluid. These guards are still relentless and they're giving chase, but some of them are like, how the hell is she doing that? Like some of these guys have just known to just chase after people. They've never seen one that can just pull off, like, leaping like this. And two of them are not even mad. They're actually kind of impressed. Like you're.
I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
Awesome.
Like, they're chasing after you, but there's that one that's like, respect.
Yeah.
That's
That's the power of the Tomboy GF, ladies and gentlemen.
Kara, as you parkour your way over buildings and past barrels, and those guards get further and further, you find yourself in a safe moment between two buildings. No one is looking in here right now. No one is actually in this alley with you right now. Do you decide to just keep running, or do you want to try and find a hiding spot?
I'm gonna try and find a hiding spot.
All right. As you do, roll me a perception check.
I really should just use the NDBR. But I like my clicky clackies. That is me.
Yeah, shiny clicky clacky stones make goblin brain go brrr.
I mean, not awesome, but with +4, that would be 15.
Right. You actually find what looks like a large wooden storage box that's unlocked, and it's only got like a couple things in it, like some pieces of parchment, some like leather armor that seems to fit like a more male body type, not something that would necessarily fit you. But there's enough space in here to hide. So do you go in the box?
Yes.
All right. You quickly hide into the box. You close the lid, and for a moment, you hear the marching of metal. It stops for a moment, and then they run right past you. You stay there for a little bit, but then you hear something else. Oh man, here's where I left the storage box. I gotta get this back to my guys. And you hear chick. The lid has been locked. And then all of a sudden, you feel just a shifting of weight, and everything just suddenly goes out of balance, and you realize this box just got lifted up and you're being moved.
Fantastic. This is just my day right now.
I was very tempted when you went. I was very tempted to go, he's got a gun!
Oh shit, she's packing heat! Kara, I would like you to make another perception check.
We're gonna use Not as good. That's a 9.
All right, that is still not a problem. You kind of look around like the walls of your little enclosed space, and you see what looks like a tiny little hole in the side. You carefully just kind of shift your body over, and you kind of put your eye up to the hole in the side of the box. And you can and the good news is the hole is facing where the box is going. So you see what's in front of you right now. And there's just a whole bunch of people, more guardian guards. But as you are being walked farther down the road, you start to see more and more hunters around the road. And you actually recognize a building coming up, and it's the headquarters of the Greyblades.
Fantastic. Last place I want to be. That's great.
Your characters just seem to continually be reluctantly end up in situations, Leah. I just want to say.
She plays the grumpy characters like
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Now, as we turn our attention towards the Greyblades itself, this is one of the bigger buildings that Acheron houses. A massive open structure that is multiple floors up with many different halls jutting out to the sides. Kind of like the building is shaped like kind of a square with a side missing, kind of like a U. The main entrance is a massive open space where many hunters, be they melee fighters, brawlers, archers, magic users. Basically, it's all manner of backgrounds and skills, but they're all here for the common goal of safeguarding Acheron from the dangers of the outside. Alongside one of the walls is a massive registration desk, where many people line up to register for tasks, turn in their tasks, or possibly register to become Greyblades themselves. There's no shortage of volunteers, but there's also the people here who would like to try to take their hand at work without actually signing up to be a member. Amateur work is allowed with the Greyblades. It's just that being a member of the Greyblades offers basically steady pay, job security, and and access to resources to help you be a better hunter. And it is here that we meet one member, or rather soon to be member of the team, who is wishing to really try to get out there and give it their all. Sabrina, would you like to introduce your character?
Sorry, she was showing me stuff for her game.
Aw. No, you're fine.
My character is a black half tiefling, half drow that looks like a tiefling. She has hooves. She's 7 feet tall, long tail, covered in scars because she can. Training.
I can have scars if I want.
Yeah, like
Big one
carving
scar.
stuff into her arm. Like tattoos instead.
Righteous.
Does Lorelai have hooves or?
At all.
No, because she's only half tiefling.
Oh, okay. All right.
So is Malice, but she's
That's
half
gonna
drow.
be. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
then,
half drow.
She just don't got them.
It makes everybody look a little bit more interesting. So
Who needs hooves?
Basically, to kind of make it clear, Lorelai is a tiefling who looks a bit more on the human side. They basically just look like a human with horns and a tail.
With horns and tail, and she's got all those marks on her face.
Got it.
Malice, on the other hand, is a tiefling that actually looks slightly more demonic than other tieflings. She actually has like cloven hooves for feet.
Yeah, the cloven.
Technically, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. That's my bad.
Cloven hooves, long tail, really big horns that make a heart shape above her head.
Love that.
Yeah, but a lot of the scars are from training and from trying to go out on her own, but she realized she couldn't do it on her own. So she's in the line to join the Greyblades right now.
All right, Malice. The line is actually going pretty quickly. It just seems to be just a standard registration line. There's multiple lines with many different reps at the end, basically taking everyone's information. Malice, it is now your turn, and you walk up to this one dwarf who is not even looking at you right now. He is just like nose is buried in the paperwork. He puts one sheet aside, gets another sheet, dips his quill, and he just goes, "All right, name."
Malice.
Malice. Is that with a C or an S?
A C, you idiot.
No, I've heard different spellings. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me. All right, C E. All right, what are your skills?
Archery.
Archery. All right, long distance. All right. Any phobias? Any creature fears? Any monsters that you refuse to hunt?
Nope.
None whatsoever. Oh, that's
No.
rare. That's rare. All right, I'll just put an NA right there.
She's wearing a no fear T-shirt.
Yeah, fuck you t-shirt.
While wearing some Chuck Taylors, it's all good.
Yeah.
Chuck Taylor like sleeves just above the hooves. All right.
Basically.
All right. And how much experience do you have before wanting to sign up today?
Define experience.
How many years since you first started hunting before today?
I've been hunting since I was 6.
And how old are you now?
22.
22. So 16 years. All right, 16. That's actually not that bad. We might put you a little closer to the front of registration for this. All right.
Thank you. That would be appreciated.
Yeah, not a problem, not a problem. Is there anything else we need to know?
No.
All right. Take a number, sit over there. Someone will be with you shortly to give you an interview.
Thank you.
Basically, registration at the Grey Blades is like being at the DMV.
Yeah, apparently. Anybody can just walk in and be a Greyblade, apparently. So.
Well, there is an interview process because they actually need to see if you got the moxie.
The cojones.
They got to see if you got the cojones. Meanwhile, Malice, you take your number and you're being sent over to the common area where all the other applicants are here, ready to go, hoping that their number gets called for the interview. You know this, because even though this is your first time signing up to be a Greyblade, you've already done all the research possible. Basically, how it works is you register, you submit all of your information, you take a number, and then a veteran member of the Grey Blades will actually call your number and will give you a much more in-depth interview, and it is in this interview that will either make or break your membership. And if you miss out on this, basically it means you gotta wait a certain amount of time before you can try again. Gives you enough time to get more experience under your belt, which then might turn the tide for your interview. As you wait in the common area with all the other applicants, the tone of the room starts to get a little more hushed. And walking into the entrance hall of the Grey Blades is what looks like a very, very large Goliath. This Goliath is known as Gara. And this Goliath is one of the more veteran hunters. I mean, there are a bunch of hunters that are better than him, but he's one of the still more well-known ones. However, at Gara's side is this much smaller figure. A figure with a green hood and what looks like a bit of gold on his shoulder. And you realize, that's not gold. That's a fucking little dragon on his shoulder. And Gra, after he walks up to the registration desk, looks down at the smaller figure. All right, now with the job done, you merely just need to submit the paperwork and then show proof that the monster has been successfully vanquished. Strider, would you like to introduce your character?
Hey.
Some of you who have watched for my other campaign kind of know him as one of the NPCs in that campaign, but I finally get to play him. So Stridar is a shifter who comes from a family of dragon slayers, and so he's very skilled in his ranger skill set. He has kind of short, messy brown hair. He has gold animal-like eyes, so they have the slit in the middle. There, think of like game Geralt of Rivia, those kind of eyes. He has a scruffy short beard. He wears studded leather armor. He's very sturdy in his build. He does have his and he does have a dragon tooth necklace on him, and very tan skin from being outside quite a bit. But on his shoulder is this golden dragon wormling, and his tail is kind of going over one side of him, but he's kind of sitting upon that shoulder, kind of like a parrot. And one of his goals, he has two goals, but the goal that I'll reveal right now is one of his goals is to be a Greyblade. He's been an apprentice for a while, and kind of like working through, trying to continue to do more and learn more. So he looks up at this Goliath, and he's very cheery and optimistic. And oh yeah, young Stridar is not as sage as old Stridar. Young Stridar is very kind of cheery, optimistic. He hasn't seen the hardships of the world fully yet. So he's all like, "Oh, that's fantastic! Let's do this. Let's go. I want to continue to kind of help out the community here. Let's go. Let's do this."
How old is Stridar supposed to be?
He's only 25 here.
Oh, okay, all right.
So
yeah.
he's
like
young
Stridar in like the other campaign is like unknown. You don't know how old he is. He's been around for quite a while. But this Strider, he's like 25. He's young. He's ready to go. Do stuff.
All right. Gara looks down at you, Strider, and just goes... Then he looks over to the registrant, the person behind the desk that you're speaking to, a Blueford Tabaxi. Simply, you all know him from 1.0 Song of the Wilds. I've given him the name Rico. Okay. Rico, just merely he's
Suave.
Yeah, Rico Suave. Rico just kind of smiles at the two of you. Gara, you're back from your mission. I trust everything went well? Yes, he actually did a very good job. All right, step one, Strider, show the registration sheet, show the job board sheet.
He pulls it out of his side bag there and unrolls it and hands it out. So there you go. Look at that. All done and completed there.
All right. Now you have to actually show the proof that you killed the creature.
Oh, you mean the head? And just pulls out the head of the creature and just holds it up.
All right. You set it down on the table. The Tabaxi just kind of like gives it a once over. Kind of holds up the sheet, comparing the two. Yes. Job well done. We'll make sure that the reward money is given to you promptly later today. Awesome. Excuse me. A couple gray blades behind the desk walk over and they like hoist the head up. Take this over to the workshop at the back. I think old Joe is gonna love this one.
Yes.
Now,
Joe.
It is here that we are now going to zoom out for a bit. Strider, as you are busy with your mentor of the Grey Blades, Strider, while you are viewed as an apprentice, in many areas you are still also a full-fledged member of the Grey Blades. The reason for your apprenticeship is to basically learn what it's like to actually be a Grey Blade and to utilize their skills and resources versus what it was like to be an amateur before you joined up. This is something that is very common with a lot of new applicants who get accepted into the ranks of the Grey Blades, much like what Malice is trying to do as well. Now, it is around the same time that Lorelei, you finally arrived to the front of the Grey Blades, carrying basically your giant wagon of like bones and hide and spoils, and you're grumpy right now because you're still heated over that interaction with the merchant. It is around the same time. Yes, Josh.
Do I see her pulling in like all the hides and things of that nature?
Roll me a perception check. I would actually say roll me a perception check with disadvantage because it's actually pretty crowded. Right now.
I already have advantage, so would it just be normal then?
Wait, how do you have advantage?
Look at my character sheet. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that have advantage on rolls.
What?
One of them being perception.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is what you get for actually having him as a player. He knows
Broken
how to make
character,
this character
broken
way too OP.
What the heck, dude? Okay, yeah, fine. Just a straight roll then. Jeez.
I sent it to you for approval. This is what you get.
I know, but I never noticed those actually.
Oh my god, yeah, that's like 6 things you have advantage. What the fuck, man?
Because Josh has become too powerful at making characters.
Oh my god. Well, I think we know who's gonna be the de facto leader of the group. Holy shit.
Even when they're level 3, it's kind of bullshit. Like
I told you I would teach you. You don't call.
Liz in the chat.
50.
Liz in the chat in all caps says, "Josh, it is session 1." But yeah, Josh, just roll me just a single perception check.
I got a 19.
A 19.
there you
All
go.
right. Yeah, through the hustle and bustle that is the entrance hall of Greyblade's Adventures HQ, you see this one very grumpy tiefling that is just hauling this wagon that is just filled with hides of furs and scales, bones, and like just stacks of what looks like just raw meat. Like, and it's not even organized
to help out.
And it's not even organized well. She just stacked.
I want to go over to. I'd want Strider to notice and just like kind of like go on over and just kind of offer to help out.
All right, Lorelai, you see this one random ass Greyblade just run up to you, just with a bright.
What race is Strider?
Strider is a shifter, but like this kind of, so he has like Geralt of Rivia's eyes, so like he has like the golden eyes that have the kind of slit down the middle, but he's 6 foot and like 200 pounds of just like kind of thick muscle. He just kind of comes over and goes, "Hi, do you need any help with that?
Who are you?
My name's Strider. What's your name?"
Why does that matter? Can you point me in the direction of somebody I can sell my stuff to?
I can definitely do that. Would you like help bring your stuff over there?
No, I have.
You have? You have what?
I have it.
I have these nuts.
Are you sure? You know, 2 people carrying stuff makes it a lot easier.
I'm strong. No,
I'm sure you're strong. I'm not discounting.
Don't touch my things.
Don't touch me, motherfucker.
Okay, I'm just trying to be comfortable here. You know.
Lorelai cusses. I'm gonna lose my shit.
I'm sorry, I have to take a pause because now I can only hear Lorelai going, "Oh, hi, Strider. How's your sex life?"
I'm so sorry I started that.
This is why I don't do accents.
It's cute. Don't worry about it. I'm just taking the piss.
I'm just doing that one.
Yeah.
You're gonna go, you know, maybe you help. You get me to the person and they give me money.
I mean, I could definitely get you over there, whether they give you money or not. I don't know, but I can definitely point you in the right direction.
Fine. You talk so much.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, man.
No, he is a nice person.
I know, and it's so hard for me to not be nice back to him, but it's character.
It's not.
So Strider's like helping you over to the correct. I would assume I would know which counter to go to.
Yeah, they're basically it's all just the way the entrance hall of the Greyblades is structured is that it is just one giant open space. 3/4 of it facing the outside is just open floor. Some pillars holding up the mezzanine above you, and there's a bunch of circle tables in the last fourth closer to the back, and then one entire side of it. Like, if the outside entrance was behind you, all the counters are to your right. And basically you have the counter to accept new applicants, you have the counter to take jobs, and then you have the counter to turn in jobs. And they all have like 2 or 3 reps each that you can speak to.
Awesome. So I'm kind of like pointing her, like helping her go to the right direction. She's looking over at like what's in the cart and just goes, "What kind of furs and bones are you trying to sell here?"
Anything I kill in woods.
I can see that you killed things. I'm just wondering what exactly they are.
Evan, can you help me out since I don't know what the animals are in this world yet?
Yes, Lorelai, if you could roll me a history check.
I got you.
With advantage, because, yeah, you are the one who killed these things.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I was trying to kind of divulge the thing because I was like, I don't, Carly doesn't know.
I don't know. I just kind of went into the woods and started swinging.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Cool. I got a 5.
What?
With advantage?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Wait.
Oh my god, this is gonna be great. Come on.
What was the lower roll? A 1?
Basically, Lorelai just went out there and was like, "Oh, this is interesting. Stop. Oh, this is interesting.
Oh my god!
Welcome to Song of the Wilds, everybody!
Oh no.
I fucking love Lorelai. I think I found my favorite character.
Sabrina, you okay?
I did my inhaler. Fuck.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Don't be. It's amazing.
Lorelai is just like, "Oh, this thing's furry." Chopped head off. Turns out to be an owl bear and its cub. It's just like, yeah, I don't care. I just go on things.
Lorelai.
Oh, I love her.
So, unfortunately, these spoils you took from a night when you were just when you were feeling just quite especially horny for violence, and
I am erect with rage.
we are wrecked with rage.
Fuck me.
And-
God damn it.
Oh,
Wait,
Sabrina, please, I love you.
And basically one night happened where the last time you sold your wares at Akron, you got a bit more gold than you typically get, and you actually decided to splurge on yourself and you got yourself a bottle of ale. You
Sounds right.
decided to chug that ale last night, and while you were basically drunk, you had quite possibly one of the most amazing hunts ever. You don't quite know what it is that you killed, but what you did kill, what you can tell for certain, they were big, they had a lot of bones in them,
Wait a
and they had a lot of meat.
Can I attempt to lie?
You know what? Yes! Meanwhile, at the same time, okay, so here's what I want to have happen. Lorelai, roll me a deception. Well, here's the thing. Lorelai, tell your lie first.
Okay.
And that will determine what the deception check is. Meanwhile, at the same time, Strider, I want you to roll me an investigation check, because being in terms of being a Greyblade, you have more experience than Lorelai, because you have an actual apprenticeship here. So while she's trying to bullshit you, I want you to roll just an unconscious investigation check to see if you can't just look at the stuff in her wagon and just identify off the bat what it is that she killed.
My investigation check's a 10. My passive investigation's a 14.
Then we'll go with your passive.
Okay.
It's big and had hooves and also lots of bones. I don't know what it was called. And it was fire with the mane and whoosh. I go with my axe and I chop. I no sell head though because nobody want that.
Everybody wants head. What are you talking about?
Oh, Sabrina, I love you. Lorelai, roll me a deception check.
God, really? I got 6.
Okay, so
It was on 18, and then it was like, nah, and decided to fall.
Lorelai, basically, Strider, from what Lorelai was trying to describe to you, what she basically tried to kill was big, had a lot of bones.
I don't remember what those were called, but it was like those like.
No. Trust me. I got this. Trust me, because this will be funny. Lorelai, what you killed was big, had hooves, had a lot of bones, and was very fiery.
Oh shit!
Strider, you look at the remains and you realize, holy shit, she's not bullshitting. She brought back the spoils from the corpse of a nightmare. So she must have gone into the northern volcanic region. I
was going off of one of those horses that we thought that we fought in the previous one.
Yeah, that's a night. Oh, those things.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Okay.
But yeah, a nightmare is basically a horse made of fire. And you realize, Lorelai, in your effort to bullshit, you actually told the truth and didn't realize it.
Oh, I guess I do remember.
Strider, you're looking at just this pile of bones and meat and smoldering hide, and you realize it is no easy feat to single-handedly kill a nightmare. So, even for an amateur, this took skill.
Strider, like, he looks at that and just goes, huh. That's actually very impressive that you killed the nightmare. Good
It's
job.
not impressive.
That's not an easy thing to do.
I've been killing since I was 12.
Interesting. Isn't that so, Zethar? And he scratches his dragon upon
And
his
Lorelai,
shoulder.
you see this little gold dragon just kind of crawl out from behind Strider's head, and it just goes, and he just kind of like nuzzles Strider a bit.
Oh boy.
Can I speak with animals?
Oh yeah, because you're a druid. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals. I'm gonna say, do you like him?
Oh yes, I really do. He's my partner forever.
Is he trustworthy?
Strider's amazing. We've been together ever since.
Does he always talk so much?
Oh yeah, incessantly. He's very friendly.
He talk way too much.
He acts like he understands me.
I think he talks the right amount, and he just kind of nuzzles you more.
How long you been together?
Oh, since my hatching.
Is he your mate or is he your parent?
He's my partner.
Brother.
Oh, okay.
Brother.
He's my brother.
He ain't heavy. He's my brother, man.
Easy interesting. You two not the same race.
So?
My respect is good boy. And then she goes and she scratches him under his chin.
Oh, and like Strider, you feel his little hind leg just start like, oh yeah.
But she's got to really reach because she's only, what did I say, 5 foot, like 5'4", 5'2", yeah.
Oh god, she wouldn't even reach Malice's shoulder.
Nope.
Wait, so how tall is Strider?
6 foot.
Okay, so she gonna go, can I pet?
Oh yeah, sure.
Cool. And then she scratches under her shoulder.
Meanwhile, at the same time, Dath and Elma, you both finally make your way to the entrance of the Greyblades. It's pretty crowded here, though it typically is always crowded. It's just a bunch of Greyblades going in and out, about to head out for hunts, returning for hunts. There's always activity going on at the Greyblades headquarters. What do you two do?
I guess I go up. We go up to the The line. We're getting in the queue.
All right.
All right. Thankfully, the line is short this time. Elma, with your impromptu escort, you make your way to the front, and it's once again that same dwarf that helped out Malice.
Don't move too fast, Miss Nixie. Remember, it's hard for me to keep an eye on you.
Well,
Oh, right, because she's a gnome.
Because she's so small.
And Dath is 6'5".
and I'm 4 foot 1 inch, but not really.
Yeah.
I'll say I am.
Meanwhile, that one dwarf is just like, all right, Nick.
Oi!
Oh,
Yeah.
And Dath is pointing down.
yeah, he goes like, you want me to get you a box? All right, hey! Bring a chair for this one. And you
I
see
can sit.
and you see this one halfling just kind of like walk over with a stool and just like sets it in front of the desk for you to like sit down on. So now you're like eye level with the dwarf.
I scamper up. All right. Seated. Now what?
All right, name.
Fidelma Nix Gobblecraft.
Okay, too
But that's
fast.
not all my name.
Too fast. Give me a moment.
Do you name my real name or just the name I go by? Because, we have other names.
All right, you know what? I'll just take the name you go by.
Okay. Fidelma Nix Gobblecraft.
All right, I'm just gonna call you Elma.
Okay.
All right.
I can tell you, buddy, you made a wise decision.
All right. What are your skills?
I can pick locks.
Pick locks. All right. So you got nice dexterous fingers. All right.
Oh.
Anything else?
Well, I can fix things. I can talk to I like animals and plants, and I like.
Don't we all do, lady? Move on. What else?
Well, rude. Well, I learned a little magic.
At that moment, he actually stops writing, and he actually kind of looks up at you and goes like, "Oh, what kind of magic do you know?"
Oh, well, I'm just learning, but I can make some stuff come from my fingers.
Oh.
And I can make things open without my pick, without my locks.
Oh, interesting. Now that could actually be rather useful. We don't have many who can do small things like that can actually be quite useful. You say you're learning this magic.
I found me a magic book, and I likes to learn. So I'm learning what's in the magic book.
All right, he kind of like glances over and he sees the book at your side and goes like, that's a rather nice book. All right. This should actually be rather interesting. Book learning mage. All right. Do you have any phobias? Are there any animals and creatures that you refuse to go up against?
I have to go up against something. I like doing it when no one sees me. That's why I'm small.
All right, so you like being sneaky. All right.
Oh, sneaky. That's my sneaky.
All right. I'm a sneaky snake.
I'm a sneaky snake.
Sneaky little snake.
All right.
No big spiders.
No spiders. Okay.
No big spiders.
Okay, no big spiders, which is good because the spiders tend to keep to themselves in the jungle.
Oh, good there.
All right. Take a number. Go with the other applicants.
What number? Do I get to pick it?
No, just take one. It's from a little dispenser. It's literally the thing at like the deli counter in a Jewel.
I can't reach that. Daff.
I got it. There you go.
All right.
Wait. Daff? Daff Bronze! What are you doing here? I haven't seen you in forever. How you been?
Not too bad.
Well, what have you been doing lately? I haven't seen you in so long.
He's been with me. We've been at the tavern.
I'm a waiter now, and working on my acting and writing mostly.
Oh, has everything been going well with the acting and the writing?
Not too terrible. Could be better, but it's the life of a thespian, I guess, right?
He's good. He's good. I seen him. He's good.
I know that a little too well. My own daughter's trying to be a poet herself. We all have to start somewhere. Hey, keep at it. You never know what's gonna happen. Anyway, Miss Elma, if you just take a number, sit with the other applicants. You'll be interviewed shortly by one of our more veteran members here.
Can Daff come with me?
We'll let it slide this time.
All right,
Great.
come on, Daff.
Love it. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Meanwhile, while all this is going on, a couple Grey Blades are walking into past the counters towards the back of the room, and they set down this box. It goes, and they're both just kind of bitching and moaning about it, like, oh, jeez, I didn't think the box had this much stuff in it. What's going on? Yes, Josh.
I just wanted to say Mom's in the chat on my stream, so hi, Mama Human.
Hi, Mama Human.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, Mama Human.
Meanwhile, the two Grey Blades just kind of like, they grunt a bit as they set down this box. They unlock it, they open it, and they're like, all right, let's unpack this and... Closes it, looks at the other, opens again, looks down. Miss? What you doing?
Not the crate you're looking for.
Kara, roll a persuasion check.
Ara 1 Kenobi.
Just persuasion is pretty.
That would be a nat 20 for 25.
Are you
my
serious?
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Both of the Grey Blades just kind of look at each other. And they actually kind of look and go, did we grab the wrong box?
Hey, can Death see this?
Oh yeah, you're all seeing this.
Okay, all right. Can I be like, it's all right, she's with us?
Really? Miss, is that true?
Like pops her head out of the crate and it's like, oh hey!
Hey!
Yeah! And
All right.
so she like lifts herself out and she like puts her. Oh, it's just like.
Kara, Dath, I would like you both to roll me deception checks.
All right.
And we're gonna add them together.
Oh, cool.
Alright, that's a dirty 20.
Are you serious? Okay.
Yes.
All right, I got a 10.
Okay, for a total of 30, so you know what, that actually just makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of the Grey Blades are like, shit, man, I think we did grab the wrong box. Let's head back out. Let's see if we can find the actual box we were supposed to bring in. And they leave. They leave without questioning this. Kara, you hop out of the box and you quickly rejoin these random people who just claim to have known you.
Hey guys, how's it going? What's up?
It's going great.
Right.
Your name.
What are we all doing here?
Tell me your name.
Hey, my name's Kara. How's it going?
Oh, Cora, it's been so long since I've seen you. Where you been, girl?
Just kind of here and there. Running mostly, getting a good workout in.
Okay. Hiding in boxes, I see.
I did not think that would work.
It's that's acting skills that got you out. Oh yeah, we know this lady. Pops up like a jack in the box, she does, but we knows her. I hope they didn't hear me.
I can tell you from personal experience.
so much.
I can tell you, Miss Kara, from experience, it's not a good idea to try to sneak into the Grey Blades.
Was
But
not
she's a
my
sneaky snake.
intention. I really don't actually want to be here, but it's better in here
same.
than out there. So I'll take it.
And it is here that apparently a new kind of hush falls over the room as one rep walks out from the back, and everyone looks to him a little wide-eyed. Strider and Malice, you both know this figure. He is one of the highest ranking officers, second in command to the Grand Marshal himself, which is the High Commander of the Greyblades. This is Tarek. He basically oversees everything when the man in charge is not around at the time.
Hi, Tarek.
He was like,
Wait, and Lorelai looks at him and go, why? Why you breathe? He over there.
Because he's a cool guy and he's my friend.
This is the guy that looks like the actor Stephen Lang. Just Stephen Lang, who's absolutely jacked.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Hunting vest. He's got a giant a giant great sword on his back. You see him carrying like a small stack of papers as he just kind of looks to everyone. He goes, "Heads up, hunters. We got a new job. Just came in."
I'll take it.
No.
And this is where we're going to take our break.
Hey.
So we're going to take just a quick moment, 10, 15 minutes, just go to the bathroom, get some snacks, some water, and we'll be back before you know it. So see you in a bit. All right, and we are back. Did everyone have a nice little break to just recover from just life?
Yeah.
No.
I had a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
I had
was fast.
I had ice cream. And it was delicious.
Yummy.
You had ice cream with a microwaved cookie. That was decadent.
Nice.
That I got from my friend Ben, who just
That is
gave me a cookie.
quality.
He goes, Carly, you want a cookie? And I was like, are you being a jerk or are you actually giving me a cookie?
Oh yeah, because do you want a cookie is like typically an insult sometimes.
Yeah, I was like, are you being an asshole or are you actually giving me a cookie?
And yeah, I didn't realize it, but yeah, Josh, you are right. My Fury Demi idea is like the guy with the it was called the Deca fruit, who can just mark people and then he just knows where they are and he just is after them all the time.
Yeah, no, and yeah.
Anywho, so
Oh yeah.
starting up again. As was stated before we went on break, there is a hush that goes over the entire room of the Greyblades. I mean, there's still some murmurs and whispers here as you see Tarek, second in command, a very massively well built for a human too. Giant greatsword at his back, and he's just decked out in almost what kind of looks like Crocodile Dundee gear. This guy looks like he's been a hunter quite literally all his life. He just goes, "All right, listen up. We got a new job. Just came in."
I'll take it.
Okay, hold on, Gara, just hold your apprentice for a moment. And you just see the barbarian just kind of like, he takes Strider's hand and just like pushes it down.
And then Lorelai kind of watches this and drops her wheelbarrow and walks over and taps on the guy's shoulder.
Tarek just kind of like looks down at you like, what do you want?
I take.
I'm not, hold on. And he like actually pushes you away, like back into the crowd.
No push. How much?
You are pushed.
How much?
Not now. And you actually get a couple dirty stares from like more veteran Greyblades who are actually quite literally looking down at you. You're all like you got a Minotaur on this side and a lizard folk on your other side, and they're just like, what the fuck? All right, listen up. New job. Open to not just members, but non-members as well. At that moment, you see the entire room goes like, "Oh, new job. And like there's like
Monorail.
Monorail.
The best episode.
Yes, Kara.
So Kara just looks at Dath and goes, I bet you 10 gold it's something dirty.
Wait, who does she say that to?
To you.
Oh,
You.
okay, sorry.
You can see.
And That's just like.
All right.
No.
Meanwhile, so it's like there's an air of excitement in the room as everyone is like, oh, what job is this? Meanwhile, and then Tarek actually puts it on the pin board. It's an investigation job. Strange corpses are showing up in the jungle. We just need someone to take a look. Pay is only 500. And at that moment, all the enthusiasm in the room just drowns, and all the hunters are just like,
Ryder raises his other hand as not being held down. I'll still take it.
Meanwhile,
That's just like well, I have to admit that is more than I made in the past month.
Meanwhile, at the same time, Gara grabs your other arm with his other hand and goes like, "You don't want investigation."
And then Lorelai walks up and she goes, "I still take."
Is that 500 a piece or 500 between the peoples?
I still take.
No.
Okay, hold on. One at a time. Okay.
Oh, this
no.
ought to be interesting.
Okay, no.
Seth, our ways is
Okay,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, It's 500 for just a single pair of the job, but if you're coming in with a team, it can be renegotiated.
Let's renegotiate. I'm gonna take Dath with me.
No, I take first.
I didn't
claimed
agree to
it
this.
first.
Okay.
Oh, Dath, you can't make me go on my own.
No, I guess I
Listen.
can't, but
We could all have a party.
I take
Everybody
first.
go.
A party? I've been going alone or with this guy, and he's kind of trying to get his hands out. Just,
And then, wait, Lorelai just looks at the man and is like,
Lady with me. We'll do it together. Oh, I don't
I
know what
don't do
happened there.
things together. I do things self.
No.
that gets lonely. I want to do it as a team. Let's go. Let's renegotiate and do this thing.
I want some of this.
Go already.
I'll take some of your meats. How's that?
You take meat?
I take meat.
oh god.
Malice is just like in the background watching the chaos, and she walks up. She goes, "Whatever, I'm gonna fucking join you guys. You guys are fun."
I like
You
so.
see the you see the dragon. You see Zethar like kind of crawl down a bit of Stridar's arm and trying to get the grip of the Goliath's hand.
And then-
off of-
Yeah, okay, so Zathar's, like, little claw attacks do nothing, because this is a Goliath hand.
Ugh.
Wait a minute.
Well, I'm not done yet. Then I will get to you, Carly, so just hold on. Garage just kind of, like, looks down, like, he doesn't even feel it, because this is a giant, like, Mike Ditka Goliath hand. Just on your hand, Strider. Strider just kind of looks down at. So Garah looks down at you, Strider. He just goes, "Wait, you just want to do an investigation job?"
I'll take any job. I really just want to be the most helpful member of the Grey Brothers that I can. I'll take whatever I can get.
His investigation job? I'd go self. I'd be back in 30 minutes.
I don't think so. I think you'll kill anything you see. We gotta watch that one.
You don't know me.
I can tell. I've been around a while.
Kara's just sitting here, and she is just sitting in the back, just having a blast.
Death is
Like,
just.
I love this.
Death's hands are in his.
And then wait, I have a really funny thing. Lorelai looks at Dath and then looks at Alma and then looks at Dath. You parents?
Parent?
Parent? What? No.
Do I look like him?
Oh no.
I'm not a child. I'm older than him.
Oh, excuse.
All right. You're cute. I'll keep you around.
Oh god, please don't say that.
Let me take this group.
At that moment, Tarek, who's at the job board, just kind of like looks at. He looks at the 6 only people in the room that are basically gunning for this job. He just kind of looks at it. Kind of looks at you all again. Looks back at it. Looks at it.
Oh, really?
He takes it off the board and he goes like, "All right, you, over here to the tables."
Can you let go me now?
Garah looks down at you, Strider, and he just goes, "Well, you have to do a job on your own without me sometime." And he lets you go finally.
Finally! Come on, buddy.
I almost imagine Zethar just kind of like was pulling, and then all of a sudden is like lifted off with the hand and like me.
Yes, Carly.
Lorelai looks at a wheelbarrow, looks at I'm sorry, who is Stridar's
Garah.
Garah.
Looks at Garah. You watch. And then walks away.
Garah just kind of gives you a look like, the fuck? Who's this? So basically, Tarek essentially gestured to, he pointed at Strider, Lorelai, and Elma, and he basically signaled you three to come on over to the tables where all the other applicants are, and he signals you to all kind of sit at one of the more open tables where no one else is sitting. At this time, though, he kind of looks at it. He looks between the three of you, Strider, Lorelei, and Elma, and then he just kind of looks over at all the other applicants, and they're all just kind of still sitting there waiting for their interviews because they think that that's all it's going to be, an interview. Meanwhile, he sees Dath, who he can kind of put two and two together, like, oh, that's the one who came in with the gnome. He sees both Malice and Kara with the same kind of enthusiasm, just like the other people here. He just goes, all right, fine. Hey, you three.
That's fine.
Daff, don't say no. Get over here.
Kara grabs Daph's arm and is just dragging him along over.
And he does
I told you it's going to be a dirty job.
And Kara, when Kara grabs his arm, he's like,
Oh my goodness. Am I the tallest one here? Is the Malice the tallest?
Yes, you are.
Absolutely.
Wait.
7 foot tall. Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Yeah, then you are. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
7
Carly.
feet without the horns. The horns are another foot
Is
overhead.
Lorelei already over there, or has he?
Yeah, he just said he brought you over to the table, and
I'm
then he
sorry,
signaled to
there's
everyone
so
else.
There's so much talking. I apologize. It's hard for me to keep track.
It's okay. You just
It's so loud in this room.
okay. So Tarek's got you all seated at a round table here. He just kind of gives you all a look like, this is who I'm dealing with today? Fine. All right, listen up. And he takes the parchment and he places it on the table. And it's turned so that all of you can actually just kind of lean in and look at it.
I'm looking over, and then Zethar's like looks over to me, like looks at me, and then like looks down. It's just like as though he's reading it as well.
Essentially, the job board. Now, typically, job postings in the Greyblades will always have a picture of the creature that has been marked to be hunted. There is no such picture on this. It's just a written description saying that strange corpses have been showing up a little bit more often than not in the jungle, and it just seems kind of strange because these corpses are showing up outside of normal hunting patterns of the local predators that live in the jungle region. So people are just wanting to know, like, hey, we just want you to take a look at what's killing these things, see if you can identify what has been doing it, and then just come back with a report. If the report seems satisfactory, we'll just give you money. But you gotta go out there and do the job.
You give all money?
Tarek just kind of gives you, Lorelei, a look like, can you just stop worrying about money for a moment and I will get on it?
Boss man.
He doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. He just gives a look that says that.
I have a question.
Yes, what is it, Gnome?
You're saying corpses. What kind?
Okay, well, they're corpses of monsters, lady. Look, monsters eat monsters. It's a food chain. That's how all life works out on home here. These ones apparently our scouts are saying that these corpses just look a little strange. So we just want to send out a scouting party to actually take an actual investigatory look at these corpses. See what you can find out. Maybe it's some new type of creature that's migrating from one of the other regions. Maybe it's something we've never seen before. You just gotta go out there, find the corpses, just take a look at what you can find, come on back. That's all you gotta do. Okay, yeah, half orc.
Yeah. So the people who reported this, they can't identify what the monsters are.
They got no time. They're too busy still keeping a survey over the various landscapes.
All right.
So we need to have an actual committed task force to find one of the corpses that the scouts have found, so they can actually commit some time to actually investigating it.
I'm good at finding things.
Yes, I know you are. Garai has told me about your
Such
apprenticeship.
a fucking Hufflepuff. I can't.
Oh my god, he is!
He is.
I'm
He's
good
a
at
Huff-
finding
he's a
things.
I'm good at
Hufflepuff with
finding
Ravenclaw
stuff and
tendencies.
thinking stuff.
He's a Huffleclaw.
Look, all you gotta do is go out to the jungle, find one of the corpses. There was one that was found near the coastline. Just go there, take a look, see if you can find any others, report back. It's about half a day's journey out there. You'll be fine. Just stick to the paths. No other predators should really show up. Things are actually pretty calm right now. And then, all you gotta do is just come back, report your findings, we'll give you the gold. Alright? By the way, you two. And he points at both Elma and Malice. I see those forms that you have. You both are applicants?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Consider this mission your interview. If you pull it off, we'll admit you into the order.
Oh.
Awesome.
All right. What about you, half orc? What's your deal? Are you here to sign up as well?
Not really sign up if it's all the same. I guess I'll help in any way I can.
It's okay. It's no mandatory to be a member. We have jobs that are open to amateurs as well.
Oh, you're always a member once you're a member.
You can choose to retire, or you can be fired for some reason
Who
if you
would
decide.
want to retire? This is great.
Oh yeah, it's.
Oh my God,
Alright,
Strider!
Happy.
Oh my God,
I'm
Strider!
gonna need you to settle down.
I'm sorry. I'm just now realizing that Strider is Dastin in this story.
Oh God.
Yeah, I kind of picked that up, but
Oh my God, I feel so called out right now. Yes,
I came
Carly.
here to have a good time, and I feel so attacked. Right now.
Lorelai looks at him and goes, "You're not gonna ask me?"
You already came up here. I mean, why do you want to be? Why are you here? Do you just
I don't
want
want
to
to
take
be
this job?
Greyblade. This merchant, not take my stuff. I need money. I take job, you give money.
Well, you're pretty smart enough to break this down to its bare essentials.
I understand capitalism.
You did it! You broke the Grey Blades down to the bare essentials! Alright, so progress, money, don't want to be here, applicant. He looks at you, Kara. What about you? Why do you want this job?
Everybody could use some extra gold. I mean,
I agree with this lady.
she's picking up what I'm putting down. I mean, you know.
I don't pick up anything.
I was waiting for
I
that.
pay others to pick up stuff for me.
Oh my God, I just realized Lorelai is Drax.
And nobody picks me up unless I say so.
Does Lorelai
very
just
true.
stand still and just goes, "If I move very slowly."
He is my favorite character in the entire show. I get to meet his actor. He is delightful.
He's from around where I'm from, actually.
Really?
Dave
think
He said
Batista?
he was so.
Yeah, isn't he from like Bethesda or something like that? Or I
Who
want
are you
to
talking about?
Dave Batista?
Yeah, no, he's a DC, isn't he?
He's from DC. Okay, yeah.
He was one of the most soft-spoken men I've ever met in my entire
he?
life. Like, he was very calm. And
I know.
He was born in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think John Bernthal was too, actually.
Yep, Bernthal is also a DC boy.
Yeah, which is
Oh,
why he
he's
can
actually Bethesda. He's actually Bethesda.
Oh yeah, which is why he can do a Southern accent and a New Yorker accent.
Yeah, he got
basically.
married in Bethesda.
Yeah.
So is
All right.
Goldie Hawn.
All right. So, Tarek just kind of looks at you all. Well, this is a ragtag mock of people here. All right. Well, okay. Here's the deal. We'll send you all out. We'll put you together as a first-time team here. Go. You know the mission. Head out to the coastline at the jungle. Find one of the corpses. Take a look at what you can. Find any clues. Bring any back. Report. Because we're doing this as a team, we'll throw in a little extra. A grand total of 1,200 gold for you all to split amongst all of you. So that's
Math.
That's
So
like
that's
200 each.
So that's 200 each.
Yeah.
He doesn't hesitate. That was me.
Yeah.
I was going.
Hold on.
He's like, I'm good at killing, not to mathematics.
Yes, Carly.
I'm gonna have Lorelai say, "Good, we go."
You can't write that joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Money's only secondary. Getting a job done is what's about. Come on, my new friend. He pats Lorelai on the side and then looks at the captain and goes, "We got this, captain."
Wait a minute. Hold on.
No, hold on. He salutes and then like Zethar kind of like sits up like on Strider's shoulder and salutes too and just goes.
No. I'm gonna have Lorelai take his hand as soon as he touches her, and she's gonna say, "I know, give permission." And she's just gonna death stare him, and she is gonna squeeze his hand. So
He's just going to smile at you the whole time.
Okay, Lorelai, roll me an intimidation check.
swear to God. Are you kidding me? I got an 8.
Strider's still just going to smile at you the whole time.
Strider, roll me an insight check. The DC to beat is 8.
Okay, I'll do.
Josh, he's gonna. Yeah, I was like, he's gonna.
You have
I
advantage.
take the higher one because I have an advantage on it. So
Yeah.
yes, that's 22.
Yeah, Strider, you were not intimidated in the slightest. You were just all smiles and sunshine, the fucking Boy Scout that you are.
I was gonna call him that.
Can Dath kind of get involved and be like, all right, come on, she clearly doesn't want you touching her. Come on.
I don't think she wants anybody touching her.
Oh,
What
I
are you guys,
apologize. I
like,
didn't
fucking
mean to
Prince
bite. I
Charming?
was just happy that my new friend's going to be with me as we go on this new mission.
I know, I get it, but look at her.
Oh, I know she's angry, and like I said, I apologize. I'm just happy as hell to do this. Come on, let's go.
All right.
Just ask first next time. Can I?
I think
can
he's
I,
the kind of
pet your
guy that likes
dragon?
to hold everyone's hands.
Oh.
Will you hold my hand then? And
Sure.
he takes his hand of Lorelai's that's injured, but clearly Strider is not thinking about the injury, and he just puts it down at her hand for her to hold.
Come on.
It's hard for me to be so mean to him because he's so adorable.
Yeah.
I will be mean to him. I don't give a shit.
Dath, we got another one.
Yep,
Come on.
you do have a-
Strider.
Strider, yeah, and this is
All
Zethar,
right.
my dragon.
You have a
Zethar. Got it.
you have a unique way of picking up strays, Miss Nixie.
Always like people. Always like people.
I like people too. You seem nice.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, with that
So
being said,
cute.
Tarek just kind of looks at the sheet and goes, all right. Well then, we can officially say that this job is registered to your team here. All right. Now, considering that a lot of you are non-members, we're just going to have to classify you as a standard group here. If you guys make it through this, then we might allow you to give yourselves a name. But we're going to see first. All right. So, he kind of like goes over some papers of registrants. Okay, so you know what? We already got it. We already have a couple amateur groups out there as well doing some other stuff, and you're taking this job. So we're gonna just call you Group T here. All right.
D.
See, I told you I was gonna Final Fantasy this.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what you gotta do. One of you's just gotta take this parchment, take it up to the acceptance desk. They'll mark it so that no one else tries to claim this job as their own. It's gonna be yours and yours alone. So who am I giving this to? Who am I giving this to?
Do it since I've done it before with other jobs.
Okay, let's let someone with a little less experience. Someone else has to.
the teaching moment.
I'll
Yeah, let's
take
do a
it.
teaching moment.
I'll take it, but Strider can walk me over. Come on. Let's go.
All right. Well, if no one else is clamoring for it, and he hands the parchment to the gnome. All right. So here's what you gotta do. Just go over to the middle desk over there, the one with the least amount of lines. Just turn in the paper. Tell them that you're accepting it. They'll stamp it, and they'll keep it there, and then they'll hand it back to you. And then you just gotta keep it with you until the job's done. Capiche?
All right.
All right. Thanks for taking this job. No one else was gonna. And Tarek just kind of like gets up and walks away.
Hold on. Can I have Lorelai just said, you said capiche. And then she just keeps walking away.
All right. So, so Elma, you have the parchment. Does everyone else walk with Elma to the acceptance desk?
Elma's holding my hand because we're walking together.
Yeah.
So
I might
Strider's
as well just follow along.
Death, you don't leave me.
Yes, ma'am.
It's
Uh,
so
You were
Car-
so pussy whipped.
Ugh.
Car-
Don't
I know.
say that.
Kara, what are you doing? Because you've actually been pretty
I'm
silent.
just gonna leave that there.
Yeah.
Kara, what are you doing? Because you've actually been pretty silent. You're also kind of.
Kara follows along. She's just like, this is gonna be a blast and a half.
Right.
All right. As you guys walk up to the acceptance desk, there's like no one here because now that all the jobs have kind of dried up and no one wanted this investigation job, the acceptance desk is pretty light. There's not really anyone else here. There's also no one at the counter working their position right now. Malice, I would like you to make a perception check because you're the tallest.
Okay.
Sounds like
Hold
a
on.
sneaky snake music.
Sneaky snake.
Sneaky snake. I got an 8.
An 8? All right,
Really?
awesome. You don't really see much of anyone, but you do hear like some soft shuffling coming from underneath the counter, and you just hear, oh, where is it? Where is it? Where did I drop it?
Yes!
Oh, here's my inkwell. And then all of a sudden, you just see a wisp of movement as just a flash of pink is suddenly before you. And you see a halfling with large pink pigtails in a
Of
receptionist uniform just kind of like look at you all and just go, all right. Oh, are you here to register a new job?
Yes.
All right.
Alice has the paper here.
All right, let me see it. Let me see it. All right. Oh, the new investigation job that Master Tarek posted. And shame that no one else wanted it. But, thank you very much. And she takes like a giant stamp. Boom, boom. All right, here you go. Just hold on to this and please keep it
Alright.
safe. If you lose it, you will not be paid, even if you complete the job.
All right, I'll put it in my bag of holding.
Strider leans down. They're very strict about that stuff. I should know.
Oh. Well, I don't want her to get mad if we don't get any monies.
Well, she's actually she's the nice one. It's the angry one over there that you should worry about.
Strider, I would like you to roll a perception check.
Nat 20 plus
That's
5s.
You are too powerful, man.
Yeah.
Strider, while you definitely do know that Anne Marie is basically like the face of the Greyblades. Like if there were Greyblade billboards, she would be the model for them. However, even despite you saying that, you kind of give a side glance to Anne Marie, and despite her wearing like her typical receptionist uniform, you look over, slung over the side of her head. You see hanging there a pair of brass knuckles. She doesn't notice that you're glancing at them. That being said now, guys, the job has been accepted. The day is yours. Is there anything you wish to do before you venture out of the city?
Do I already have my weapons we talked about?
Yes.
Or... Okay. All right, then I guess I don't really need anything.
You kind of keep them in your locker when you're doing your waiting and bouncing.
Yeah. Okay.
So are we waiting to go, or are they gonna go like in the morning?
Well, you tell me. What do you want to do? It's like 1 p.m. right now.
Well, so we can start now. Or we can all get a good night's sleep and leave in the morning.
I'm ready to go whenever. I just need to get paid later on this evening.
I can go now.
I really don't care when we leave.
Wow. What was that? I don't even fucking know.
You okay,
Having a
Carly?
stroke.
It's hard sticking with the voice,
Yeah. I'm
You know,
good.
it's fuck words back. I think I just had a stroke.
Right. I'm ready to go now.
How about you, Kara?
I mean, I'm ready to go anytime. I don't need anything.
All right, let's go. Daff will go. Come on, Daff.
I like how she just like leads him like along. She's like, "Come on."
He's really been at odds because he hadn't had an acting job. This'll get his mind off it.
Daff, can
yeah,
you roll?
for sure.
Daff, can you roll me a perception check?
All right. All right. 16.
16. Yeah, you heard her say that.
I don't really react. I'm just like,
Who else but Elma?
Do.
Else but Elma.
All right. Well, with that being said, Group D, with the job officially accepted, you make your way out of the Grey Blades headquarters, and as luck would have it, the closest exit out of the city, out of the mountain itself, leads directly to the jungle region. So, making sure that you are all ready to go and all geared up, Group D, you venture completely out of the mountain, and it is a bright and sunny day on the island that you call home.
This is
Whoa.
nice.
While you're out here, the very entrance that leads back into Acheron itself, there's many other Greyblades here, as well as some Guardian Knights that are just kind of... Carly, you're okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I apologize. If I know I was gonna cough, I would have muted myself too.
You're fine, you're fine. You make your way out of the city, kind of nodding to some of the Greyblades and some of the Guardian Knights that are just kind of protecting the entrance from anything that might try to intrude upon the city. It's bright and sunny, it is cloudless, and yet it is just like, it is hot, it is humid, there's actually almost kind of like a light mist just over the ground of the jungle itself. That being said, though, as you guys make your way to the coastline, and it's pretty much just a straight walk, just stay on the curving path around all the trees, and you'll make your way to the open areas of the beach. Do you guys decide to interact with each other on your way there?
Well, Strider's whistling and is having a good old time, and Zephyr is just like kind of flying along next to him. He's just whistling, just being all jolly, and
Death kind of sheepishly talks to Stridar for a second. Or he's like, so how long have you been with the Greyblades?
how long have I been with the Grey Blades? There,
You have been doing hunting for at least a decade. Like, longer than 10 years. But you became a Greyblade about 4 years ago. And you have been a full-fledged apprentice basically all those 4 years. Essentially, you rocked the interview to the point where one of the more veteran hunters decided to actually take you under his wing personally. And basically, and it's literally like a Jedi Padawan relationship that the guys that you and him have had. Like, for these past 4 years. You guys have been pretty much inseparable. This is your first time being on an official Greyblade hunt without Garah at your side.
So I just kind of look at him and go, well, I mean, I've been with the Grey Blades now for 4 years as an apprentice. Garah's kind of just been He's been mentoring me and making sure that I know all the different kind of ropes. But I've been hunting for a long time. My family, my tribe's been the one that's been taught me how to hunt in the first place, and that's where I got my buddy here. And he points to Zethar, and Zethar is just like, yeah, and just blows out just like a little poof of fire out of his mouth as he just flies by because he's happy.
Oh. So what do you like about being a Greyblade?
What's there not to like? You get to go on adventures and go travel all around the island, seeing all the different kinds of animals and plants that are around here, and you just make sure that people are safe. And that's the main thing for me. I just want to make sure that everyone is safe, and and I get to see all the different kinds of environments that are around here.
It's really noble of you.
Thank you. So I think I heard you act. Like what's that like? I know I've never done acting.
Oh, there's not really much to say. Haven't gotten many jobs. I actually prefer to write, if I'm being honest.
Oh, really? What do you write about?
I'm trying to write plays and such. Nobody's really casting me in roles, so why not make my own stories and hope that maybe I can be in that.
Oh yeah, no, that sounds awesome. That's great. Like I'm not much of a writer myself. I'm more of the adventuring type. But I would love to read some of your writing sometime if you would let me.
Well, I appreciate that. Maybe if we all survive this, I'll show you a thing or two.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
God, I'm uncomfortable by this mirror of Daston. It is weird for me to see it from an outside perspective.
I want to make a character that's different than my other ones. I had Mr. Stoic, hard ass over here with Shenron, then Elitist over here with Benedict. I wanted kind of like the happy person.
I'm really glad I chose to play Dath really shy, because it contrasts well against Stridar. Because if we had just two happy-go-lucky guys, that would get so annoying so quickly, honestly. So,
any other little interactions before we move on?
No.
Babe, we can't hear you.
Nope.
Babe, we can't hear you.
Leah, we cannot hear you.
Hello?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, I don't know what happened. So Kara just looked around and she's like, so who's got a boyfriend or girlfriend, huh?
I love it. Wait. Hold on. Lorelai's gonna go. No boyfriend, no girlfriend, no wand.
I'm too young.
Strider blushes a little bit, but doesn't say anything. He just looks forward.
Dath just clams up. He's just like,
I got a long time before I need a boyfriend.
Animals in jungle.
Whoa!
Hold on. No, it's gonna be funny. Right. Animals in jungle no have boyfriend nor girlfriend.
So are you akinning yourself to an animal?
Are you into animals? I've met lots of people in my life, but that one's a winner.
Before Jane, Tarzan only have animals. I mean his friends.
Dath, on your next roll, whatever it is, I'm giving you advantage for that Who's Line reference.
Thank you.
Fuck you guys.
Okay. I am not allowing bestiality in my campaign.
I wasn't doing a bestiality thing.
No, I'm protecting you, Carly. I'm telling everyone else. Let me help you.
Help me help you.
Oh my.
So Carly, you were saying you were like in the middle of something. I'm sorry.
They don't have boyfriends
anymore.
She said animals don't have boyfriends. They just do it.
No, I never said that. I said so why should I?
I know. That's what I'm saying. They don't have boyfriends and girlfriends.
Whatever they do is their business.
Some
I don't even understand where this conversation came from.
Kara's
It's
Ryder's,
chaotic.
like, looking
That's
off
where
in
this
the distance.
conversation came from.
Uh-oh.
Why do you get in boxes, Kara?
Is that
Not
a
a
reference?
box.
Because it's funny.
You were in a
Wait.
box?
I'm
She was in a
confused.
box.
She was in a
because
Why were
box.
you in
we
a
were
box?
just wait
Who
a minute.
put
We
you
were
in the box?
I put myself in the box
Why would you put yourself in a box?
because I thought it would be fun. It's
Some
actually kind of
boxes are
wobbly
fun.
for a while there.
I was put in box when I was 10.
What?
What? I'm confused. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where is this conversation going? Because first we were talking about boyfriends, girlfriends. Now we're talking about boxes. What kind of box?
I was put in this big box with hole for head and hole for hands.
Yes, boxes usually have holes in them for hands and head. What are we talking about?
Did they make you wear a box? You poor child.
Oh my god. Oh, Gaia, help me.
Ryder's not like has zoned out at this point, and he's looking forward and thinking about something, and just.
I'm
Just
sorry,
keeps on
I'm
going.
actually gonna have to put the pause here. Carly, what are you talking about?
I know.
He was put in the stocks as a kid.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to turn off the music because I was like, I'm breaking all character here because I need to know just Carly, what the fuck? You meant the stockade?
Yes.
But she calls it box because she was like 10.
Oh.
Dude, she's still 10.
Technically, she's 26. Don't act like that, and there's a reason for it, but y'all will find that out.
Wait, is Daff the youngest?
I would
I'm
imagine.
22.
Kara's 23.
I'm
That is-
old.
Daff is supposed to be 20. So he's
No,
actually
he's-
the young.
Zethar is like 10.
Wait, really?
Strider's 25. Zethar's 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm 96. But no,
And you're too young for a boyfriend?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's a young gnome.
I'm a young gnome.
Okay.
Gnomes
You're
can live to
also an
be
ankle
500. Gnomes can live to be 500. So.
Yeah.
While you guys are oh my god.
Yeah, continue. Come on. What are we gonna do?
Okay.
Malice is still confused about boxes. What the fuck is going on?
No, we're moving on. We're moving on.
Leave the box
Saw an
alone.
opportunity, and I took it.
And it went so I'm
You're
I'm
welcome
also
for the
still
gift.
giggling at Liam's spot on Ryan Styles right there. As you guys are walking, and I'm not even gonna make you do perception checks because what happens is so damn loud. You all don't need to do checks to hear it. As you guys are walking, you hear just the general ambiance, birds, you see a couple passing animals, some herbivores, even some predators as well. They kind of look at you for a moment and then they just move on. They recognize hunters. So they know to keep their distance. After a while, and you're going to hear some stellar voice acting from me today. After a while, the entire jungle seems to almost fall silent. And for a brief moment, you hear in the distance, yet thunderously loud, and you hear a very rapid thumping in the distance that seems to actually kind of go off further. Strider, I need you to make a history check.
Just Strider.
Just Strider.
18.
Because he's the only actual Greyblade in this team. Strider, you have read about this creature. In fact, technically a lot of you know about these creatures because they're spoken about in bedtime stories and just cautionary tales by all the hunters and very much all the other citizens. And for all of your lives as you lived here, you've witnessed this creature, as well as others, make their presence known on very rare occasion. However, Strider, you are actually able to identify that call as the Giralon, one of the 5 archbeasts that preside over this island.
Well, we are not ready for that. No.
Now, you know that while the Giralon is quite possibly one of the more frantic and aggressive of the archbeasts, it still does tend to keep to itself and stay away from hunters or the city in general. But it's a two-way street. You know to keep your distance as well. The Giralon, being an archbeast, is basically the alpha of this entire region of the island.
What were we saying about Tarzan again?
It's like a gorilla and a champ-headed baby.
Yeah, it's literally a giant King Kong-sized 4-armed gorilla. So do you say any of this to your team?
I relay it all to them.
Okay, so team, with what Strider just told you, you basically were almost in spitting distance with one of the archbeasts of this island. And all of you know, as not just a golden rule of the Greyblades, but just in general of just life on the island, don't get in the way or disturb the archbeasts. As you guys make your way, you finally break through the trees, and you are met with just radiant sunshine and the sound of the tides. And unfortunately, I do not have a beach coastline audio here, so we're just gonna have to make do. I could just use Dragon Roost Island from Zelda Wind Waker, but that will get us copyrighted. So we'll just say you break through the foliage of the trees, and you are met with a giant, open, rocky beach. It's kind of grassy on rocky where you are now, but as you move closer to the water, it gives way to actual sand. And already, things are strange here. Typically, the island is abundant with many different kinds of flora and fauna. And you would typically see a lot of creatures here just drinking from the various rivers of freshwater rivers that go into the ocean. You can see various birds and fish. This area, however, is strangely devoid of anything. And what you see before you is a grotesque sight. You see before you what looks like the remnants of a giant owlbear. That being said, though, this owlbear, now typically you all know, typically you all know life on the island can be dangerous. There is a balance, there is a food chain. Like, the plants are eaten by the herbivores, and the herbivores are eaten by predators, and sometimes those predators are eaten by bigger predators. That being said, though, there typically is a constant way that predators eat other animals. Like, they very rarely will just do anything horrendous. They'll basically just kind of kill them, and then they'll just feast on the spot until all that's left is basically just an eviscerated corpse. This body of the owlbear wasn't just eviscerated. It has been completely torn apart. Like, the head is over there, the guts are over here. Like, some of the claws are, like, close to where you're standing. This thing wasn't just eaten. It was completely, by definition, annihilated. You know how predators work on this island. Already, you can tell that no predator acts this way. Now, I would like you all to make basic investigation checks of this corpse.
I have a passive investigation of 14.
Still give me a roll just in case you might roll higher. But if you don't roll high enough, then we'll just go with your pass.
I got a dirty 20.
All right.
17.
I got a dirty 20.
I heard you, Carly. I'm
I got 25.
Hold on, my dice is still rolling.
Nat 20 plus 4.
I rolled a 6.
I got 18.
Okay, so basically, unfortunately, everyone but Dath succeeds. But Dath, in your case, it makes sense because you don't really have the same kind of background as everyone else, so you don't necessarily know what to look for in this. I mean, you see a torn apart body, but without any kind of context, you think like, oh, this is just what happens when animals eat each other.
Right.
Everyone else, on the other hand, by the way, Leah, you are coming in so blurry right now.
Wait, I was supposed to get advantage on that, wasn't I?
Oh yeah, you were, because the Who's Line reference. So roll again.
Yeah, okay. I just realized. Yeah. All right, let me try. Okay, that's much better. That is a 17.
Okay, you all triumph.
Yeah, all
right. That being said, Carly, what was your roll again?
Got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. For the people that all rolled 20 and above, while you're all investigating this body, you can already see various signs that this is very strange behavior by an animal. It seems like typically when a predator eats an animal, they'll go for the organs, the muscles, basically the stuff that predators eat. Whatever ate this creature consumed the organs, the bones, like nothing was spared except for just these scraps before it moved on. Carly, because of your background, because you've actually been living out in the jungle, you see something else here. And everyone else can see this too, but Carly is the one who finds it first because of her background. You actually see tracks. Something that walked away from this grotesque sight. I would like you to roll a history check.
Can Josh roll it for me?
I've just been rolling on D&D Beyond. I'm not trying to cheat here. You can see my rolls.
I actually got a nat 20, but because of my negative for history, I got a 19.
That's still good. That's still way more than enough. Lorelei, as you look at this, you look at these tracks, you kind of look at them from different angles. You know with 100% certainty whatever made these tracks is something that you have never seen before.
She's gonna look down at the track. She's gonna look at them. She's gonna kind of put her hand in the track a little bit and go, yeah. And then she's gonna stand up and she's gonna like brush herself off, but not really. And she's gonna go, I don't know what this is.
It's at that moment that everyone else, your attention is now brought to the tracks as well. These tracks are massive, and if you'll give me just a moment, because I need to look up a picture to properly describe them. Okay. These tracks are quite big. Like, in terms of, like, from quote-unquote heel to the middle toe, it's like 3 hands length. And we're talking, like, Malice hands length. And the way they're structured is that it's a 3-toed specimen. And you can kind of guess like, oh, it's 3 toes, so maybe it's some kind of reptile-like creature. But even then, in all your research and all your knowledge, you've never known a reptile-like creature that can do this much destruction. Yes, Josh.
Could I have Zathar look at the tracks, and then have Stridar like instruct him to kind of fly around and see, if there are similar tracks around and nearby.
Yes, you can. Here's what is actually going to happen. You have Zethar, fly up, kind of scout around,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of looks around for a bit, and he actually kind of signals that whatever made these tracks definitely headed in this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Zathar then flies back down, lands on the ground right next to Lorelai's feet. The little golden dragon just kind of looks up at the horned woman and just kind of gives its own little dragon smile, like, hi. Then it looks down, sniffs at the track, and Strider, you see something that Zathar has never done before.
Mm-hmm.
It flaps like mad away from the track and actually starts hissing and snarling at the tracks.
Oh.
At that moment, the area goes silent again, and you just hear thump, 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 thump.
Don't die, Evan.
Yeah,
Good
careful.
Lord.
And all of the sudden, bursting out of the foliage of the jungle is a massive black owl bear. It just kind of charges out of the trees, snarling and hooing at everything, and it just kind of looks at you. It looks down at the corpse of the other owl bear, then it looks back at you, and it rears up its hind legs, unfurls its winged arms, and just lets out a massive roar at all of you. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, rolling for
By the way,
I was waiting for that.
Gath was taking a few notes during this time, just to let you know.
Oh gosh.
All right, well, that is all for tonight. Guys, I would like to thank you all much for watching the official reboot of my favorite and also only homebrew, Song of the Wilds. I would like to thank Josh, Liam, Leah, Carly, Sabrina, and Dory for being my players for this. Here's hoping that this one doesn't just go long. Here's hoping that this one finishes.
Yeah.
Yay.
That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you all later.
Bye.
Bye.